you got some new semen.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now, Winston.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Falcons nothing.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Falcons, nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ryan.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Youngway Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
On the return, Deontay Harris.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Play fake. Winston. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Grady Jarrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it's...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7. Will Lutz begin.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A quick throw caught by Sharp. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Well, the fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there.
Those old days of brother-in-law on that play, you know, where you kind of know what they're doing. They're going to, you know, spike the ball and the play's dead. Everyone just kind of relaxes. Those are gone, aren't they? Because now they're faking it and completing passes downfield. They make you look bad, and they hurt you in the yardage category, too.
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, you know, where you kind of do it together, like, you know what I'm going to do, I know what you're going to do, and you just hang out.
Can I steal that one?
Yeah, you can have that one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Winston now. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Winston. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Falcons take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's got his man Sharp complete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Davis. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Youngway Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here on target to Hurst.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike by 5, Mike 55, Mike by 5. 58. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Winston. And he's got Vanette. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Saints.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 28, Falcons 10. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with it.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakan. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Duron Harmon makes the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. To throw is Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Winston here to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses this game.